Hello, so today we will be joined by my younger brother and I'm going to talk about what I did last week, which is a week before our performance. So on the Monday we did some research on I'd Do Anything for the song that we're doing in our piece. It's the part of the story where the prostitutes are trying to get the guy's attention. They're being very persuasive, very sexual. It is, and that is a part of the show which highlights who they are as characters and how men were at the time, and shows kind of the story of how it was a way of them making ends meet, and also they had no choice to do that. So we worked on that and I did some research, so that is down below. We then got some feedback from our tutor Liam. He spoke to us about our storyline. He really enjoyed mine and Jalen's song, which is Joanna from Sweeney Todd. However, he did say that it did come out of nowhere. So this is something that we spoke about as a group and how we could change that. So we decided to change some of the song and do the reprise as opposed to the original song. I think it made more sense to the storyline, and we also decided to put more dialogue so it did make more sense, because again it did come out of nowhere. So we just added a bit more dialogue as to who I'm talking about and how Jalen is then going to kill my wife, which again is a part of the story. Oh, buddy. Shh. And apart from that, he said that our piece was really cohesive. It worked really well with what we were trying to portray on stage, and we just needed to add a bit more on in terms of like who Jack the Ripper was, kind of what link he had to our story, and kind of make that more apparent to the audience. And then on top of that, we then did a run through in front of our cast members, the audience, which was the rest of the years, which we found really helpful. It was a bit tricky at first, obviously, because we hadn't ran it through properly yet, as we didn't have everybody in. However, it worked really well, and we then kind of changed what we thought would work in terms of like set changes, and also the lighting that we thought would be really good. I also found it really helpful looking at other people's pieces to see what kind of ideas they had, and I can kind of look at kind of the set and the positioning that they were in as inspiration for our group. So I found that really, really useful. We then did some peer review kind of thing about what my peers thought of my performance, how it could make more sense, and what we could do to change that. So I've linked that down below of this week's log, so you can have a look at that. But other than that, we had a bit of a chill day on the Friday. On the Thursday I wasn't in because I wasn't very well on the Wednesday evening, and I wasn't well on the Thursday. However, on the Friday we did a little bit of changing stuff again, but Parkway was that day, so we didn't really have much time with our tutors to go through stuff, so we were only in for about an hour. But going forward, over the weekend, I'm now going to do some more research on kind of how I can develop my own character and how to make a distinct difference between me playing somebody's husband and then me being a generic man during the East End at that point in time. So that's definitely something that I would like to do. But other than that, I feel pretty confident into going into next week. We are teching on Monday, which is very exciting. We can kind of have a look at what kind of lighting we'd like. I also need to practice some of my lines, so I'm definitely confident in what I'm doing. But other than that, I think we're all good to go. I'm proud of myself because I've been really consistent with doing my work, and I think in turn that's really helped me understand what I'm doing, and as opposed to worrying about getting my logs and stuff done, I've been taking on information more because I'm not worrying about something else. So I think that's great. George thinks so too. But yeah, we are very happy, aren't we, little man? Yes, we are. There we go. That's this week. I will link below all of my research bits. But yeah, bye.